Yo, y'all. First, let me make sure my mic good. My mic good. Can y'all hear me good? Um, I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw this video already. I did see this video. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I did see. I saw most of it earlier. Um, I was triggered, very triggered, like really, really triggered by it. Um, I don't really know these two guys too well. Make sure my volume's good. Right. Okay. Cool. I don't really know these two guys all that well. I've seen both. I've seen this guy on the left. I've seen him make his comments and stuff. So I've seen him make some content in this space. I've seen that. Um, so I can speak to that. I've definitely seen that. I'm trying to get everything set up, man. So I've definitely seen that, right? But I haven't. Again, I don't know their content too well, but I've seen the guy on the left once or twice. Um, I haven't seen this guy on the right, but I'm kind of glad I haven't seen him on the right. Like I don't think his content speaks to me or speaks for me. His content is super interesting, man. Like I'm talking, like I ain't never seen somebody say the shit that he says. Um, I've never seen this, and I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be real. There's times where I disagree with both guys, straight up and down. I'm gonna prep y'all. If you are a father, I'm going to warn you about this too. Be real careful. If you are a dad, be careful. Um, Seriously, be careful. Um, Let me see. Yeah, be careful. If you are a dad, I really advise you to be careful. Um, yeah, I definitely advise you to be careful. I think it'd be real helpful. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can resize it on TikTok. Right? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't think I can. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, cool. Yep. So I don't know how well I can resize it to get y'all to see. Okay, there you go. There you go. So y'all can see both guys. Okay, listen. So we're gonna do some reacting to it. Um, I've seen this already, so I kind of know some of the stuff that happens, and it's a little cringeworthy. But I feel like this is a very necessary reaction. I feel like it's much needed. I don't, hey, it is what it is. Without further ado, I ain't gonna talk your heads off about it. Without further ado, let's turn it. Let's get to watching, y'all. Should I make my screen? Should I full blow it? Blow it all the way up? I think I should blow it all the way up. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it. Okay, I'm gonna change it up for the TikTok. Yeah, okay. At least you guys can see both of them. Okay, yeah, because I want y'all to see both their reactions and facial expression when they say the things they say. Without further ado, let's do it.
Layers, the black woman is God. All right, man. So you said that basically when we peel back all the layers, the black woman is God.
Correct.
Before, I'm just repeating back what you said to let you know that I understood exactly what you said. You said,
Okay.
as you know, before we've adopted the thinking and ideologies of God, how we know it now, before that, or even if we take it away, we would see that the black woman is actually truly God. That's what you
Correct.
said, right? Okay.
Correct.
Now, where does the father, my question for you is, where does the man come in? Where does the father or the man come into this picture? The black man or any man?
All right. Now, regards to the father is a social construct that has nothing to do with nature.
Nah, bro. What the fuck he just say? What did he just say?
That the black woman is actually truly God. That's what you
Correct.
said, right? Okay.
Correct.
Now, where does the father, My question for you is, where does the man come in? Where does the father or the man come into this picture? The black man or any man?
All right. Now, regards to the father is a social construct that has nothing to do with nature. So somebody made up this whole father aspect. Man is something totally different. You grow into the man, but we go through stages in life to get to a man. So, in regards to me, I had to go from a embryo, you know what I'm saying, to an infant, to a toddler, teenager, young adult, and then I graduated into a man. So, when we're talking about those two terms, you got to go to get to a man, and then when you're talking about a father, there's nowhere that there's a father in nature.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right, all right. Oh Jesus Christ. I don't think I don't think there's any point in history where a man would get away with saying some shit like this, bro. I mean, a man could say this about a woman. I really don't. Um, and we've seen some prominent male podcasters and people in that space that have gotten deplatformed, and some of those guys demonetized. Some of those guys that deserve it. But to say there's nowhere where there's a father in nature, I guess he never. I guess he don't know what eagles are. I guess he don't know about gorillas. I guess he don't know about seahorses. I mean, I don't even think that doesn't even make sense to me. Like I can't even. I feel like he just found out what the word. I feel like he just found out what social construct means. Well, social construct is literally a concept that is created by man, right? Last time I checked, and eagles and gorillas and seahorses, and there's a plethora of other animals that literally live in two-parent households. There's a plethora. There's a plethora. Now, granted, if you put it across the grand scheme of things, there's more animals that are raised by the mothers primarily, but there are animals which would be nature, right? That are raised by both parents. Both parents, one takes care of the nest, one goes out to hunt. Some of them swap duties. It literally happens. This is not me making this up. Y'all can Google this. It's out there. It's facts, right? Social construct is a man-made concept. There are several things that are social constructs, some of which I won't even get into. But there are several things that are social constructs. Of being a father, if you want to be technical, if you want to be all the way technical, what a father is and what a mother is, right? In terms of what they're supposed to do outside of the biological thing, right? Where the man has to have sex with the woman, right? And then, if everything goes right, she gets pregnant, etc., right? Aside from that part of it, everything that happens after when the baby comes out, right? The way we were taught to treat babies and raise babies, that could be defined as a man-made concept. But that would apply to both people. That would literally apply to men and women. That wouldn't be a man thing. But dig this: men, mothers, and fathers exist in nature across all kinds of animal species where there's an active father. Oh my god, man! I just think that I think sometimes we are just so disrespectful to dads, man. I do. I think we're so disrespectful to dads. We treat dads like they're second-rate citizens, like they don't matter. Like households don't do significantly worse when you don't have a dad present or a prominent male figure present. And for him to sit there and just be so confident in that, man, that shit borderline disgusting to me, man. I wouldn't even fix my lips to say that. I would never say no shit like that. It's too many fathers out here that are great fathers for you to say a father is not in nature, right? And it's only there to compete with the mother. That's fucking ridiculous, man. That's so ridiculous.
So a father would be unnatural. That's just something to compete with the woman.
Okay, so you're saying that the father is unnatural, but the woman is natural. Do I
Correct.
have that correct? And you're
Correct.
saying
Correct.
the reason why you really didn't give a reason why the father would be unnatural. So what's your reasoning that the father is unnatural? Explain. Give me some logic. However you could,
Right.
you
The
know,
logic
put it
was the
together.
logic was the logic was nature. I said that there was not a father found in nature. There's nowhere in nature that you can find a father.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
You have a
Okay,
male.
well,
So at the end of the day, there's no father. Father is a social construct. That's something.
He needs to take that word out of his vocabulary because he's butchering it. Anthropologists use this term all the time. I'm one of them. Have a degree over here that certified me in it, right? That's bullshit, bro.
To put itself into existence to be opposite of the mother. But there's no such thing really as a father. I'm
Can you
just
can you explain how the father is a social construct?
it's a social construct due to the fact is you're talking about a label that's being placed on a man being a father. You can you be a father at 12 years old?
I mean,
Yes, unfortunately. Yes, we can.
yeah, I think I had when I was 12 years old, man. So
Okay, so you have not.
you could be a father when you're 12 years old. You could have definitely planted your seed in something. Yes. Let's just go with, do you think there's any differences between men and women?
It's kind of like you're trying to be condescending to the point where you have no comprehension.
The fuck he just say? What the fuck? What did he just say?
But do you think there's any differences between men and women?
It's kind of like you're trying to be condescending to the point where you have no comprehension. Like, you don't have no comprehension in what I'm saying to you, and
Women preface this, y'all. Women biologically can carry kids. Men cannot do that. Now, if a woman transitions over to a man and keeps her, her ovaries and all that stuff, she would then be considered a trans male and she could carry children. But biologically, women can carry kids. Biologically, men cannot birth. We cannot birth them. We cannot carry them in our stomachs, and we can't do any of that. We can't push babies out. Women have periods. Men don't. I think there's a plethora. There's a plethora of differences. I don't know how the fuck. I'm sorry. I don't know how he took the question and ran this way with it though. I don't know. This dude.
response to the point where you can't fathom it? What do you mean? I don't
No.
understand what you. Then you go to the next question after you sit there and tell me that you didn't understand. Like
No, no,
come
no,
on,
not
bro. Like we gonna turn
understand.
this into. Is this some
Not
type of
understand.
entertainment or something? I'm just asking you. I thought it was about the black woman as God. I don't know you. I
Well,
didn't research you. I just came
totally
over here
fine.
because okay. So what are we doing? What
We'll
are we doing?
we'll speak in detail. What we're doing is having a discussion man to
Mm-hmm,
man, right?
mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm.
just said that the man is a social construct,
I said the
right?
father is. You're
Or the
saying that the
father
man
is a
is. Right.
okay.
It was
Let's
two
just
things. You asked me
let's
about the man and
excuse
the
it.
father.
You said, well, that because the father is not from nature, and I want you to explain how isn't the father not from nature. That's what I want you to do. I want you to explain how.
He's been explaining, but he is his explanations don't really they don't stick because he's not speaking about nature. He's speaking about nature like it's not real, like it's like a manifestation or something. Like it's not like a reality of what nature is, right? He's speaking on it like it's like this, like it's a hyperbole, like it's a concept, right? Like he's not specifying what nature is when he says we don't fathers don't exist in nature.
It's a social construct and it's not from nature. Because here's what I'll tell you: nothing grows without unless a seed is planted. Nothing grows on this planet unless a seed is planted. And every man holds the seed in them. Every man holds the seed of life form. Life form in us. In your sack, if you have enough testosterone, but I know in my sack, I got at least 80 million of them little niggas moving around in there. You know what I'm saying? Most men do with a good amount of testosterone. So therefore we have seed, and the life form starts there. You won't have a plant if you don't plant a seed first. So you saying that a father is a social construct is a lie is what I'm saying. Get to dispute the point that the father doesn't hold the seed. So we plant the seed in a woman and then life grows from that. Women bring about life. The life form is actually in a man. So explain to me again how the father is a social construct when the father holds the seed and a woman holds nothing.
She holds the eggs, but
But eggs. She's waiting for a seed.
Okay.
You sound you don't make sense, man. Let me hear
Okay.
you.
You haven't given me a chance to make sense.
yes, he did.
You're wrong. And you're wrong in the way to sit there and say that the sperm is a seed.
What is the sperm, chat? Somebody tell me what the sperm is.
How could you have seeds running up and through your body? That makes no sense. A seed is not a fucking tadpole with a tail. That's not a seed. So in regards to it, you're wrong. Now, if you're talking about an apple seed or
Explain
orange
how I'm
seed,
wrong, though.
listen, an avocado seed or whatever the case may be, now we can get into the comparison on how the woman gives the man the whole body, the construct, the brain, the lungs, the face, the skin. She's creating a child within a womb. So she gives him the penis too. Did you forget that she gave him the
Incorrect.
sperm? So
Can
in
you
regards
explain
to it,
in a
the
scientific way, from a biological way, how doesn't a man hold the seed in the life form? You're just speaking, but I need you to peel back the layers of things and give facts. This podcast is called No Fugazi. So if I'm speaking, I'm always going to speak with facts. So here's a fact for you. The woman doesn't determine the sex of the baby. She has an X chromosome. The man holds the X and the Y chromosome, right? So here's science, right? So when a man has sex with a woman, he dictates the sex of the baby. So you just said, where do you get a penis?
I'm not. I mean, I know about the man having X and Y and the woman having, I know that. I'm not too. I didn't know that. I have to look that up myself. But this dude on the right, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna look up his page. I'm gonna look him up after this because he might. I feel like he has a huge following. I really do.
From? Where do you get this from? Where do you get that from? You get that from the man, since the man determines the sex of the baby. Do you get it? Women only hold the X chromosome, men hold the X and a Y. That's scientifically facts that proves that what you just said is nonsense, and men do dictate the sex of the baby. So if he's dictating the sex of the baby, let's peel the layer back even further. That means that the man actually dictates how many men are going to be in this world, how many women are going to be in this world. The list goes.
I see where he's going with this, but not necessarily. The women still have to carry it. They still have to carry the baby to term. Women ultimately have the final say so in who is and who isn't. Right? Women will ultimately have the final say so in who comes into the world and who doesn't. Because they have to carry the life. They got to carry it. A man can't ejaculate into in his hand and make a baby. It don't work that way. It takes both. I think this type of the argument just doesn't make sense to me because without one, you don't have kids. You have to have both to have kids. I just don't think there's even necessary to have this type of dialogue because both parties are equally like they have equal value. Without one party, you don't have life. You have to have both parties. So I mean,
on
I
and on.
don't.
Your father dictated that you would have a beard. Your father dictated that you would have a beard
what
and
up, Scat Pack?
Be a man. From what I could see, you get what I'm saying? Your mother didn't determine that, so you should be thanking your father because your father truly created you. Anything for that, man? Scientifically, can you dispute what I said?
You sound uneducated, like to the point where this is so level of surface to the point.
God dang,
How
man.
could you?
Okay,
How could you
educate
sit
me.
here? I'm just asking you, like, how could you
Educate
sit
me.
here and tell me
I'm
that
fine.
my father gave me what all males are females before they turn into a male based off the decision of the mother. Every male can look
Neither parent is deciding who's male and female, y'all. It's random. It's random. The mom don't slap her belly and say this is a boy, and the dad not tapping his ball saying this is a boy or a girl. It don't work that way, man. It's random. It's random. It's completely random.
at their actual scrotum sac and see a line.
Reek, this light skinned dude on the right said that fathers aren't natural. He said that fathers aren't in nature. Just you'll catch on, bro. You'll catch
From
on.
the bottom of their scrotum sac to the tip of their penis. All male. That means you were sold up. Your testicles are nothing but your ovaries. Your penis is nothing but an elongated clitoris. At the end of the day, you're nothing but an inside out female. I'm sorry that this man has never been told that, and he doesn't understand that he was made in the likeness and the image of his mother. I'm sorry that before anybody ever taught him anything, his mother was there. Your mother is literally the only thing that you know in life. You don't even know if that's your father, but your mother knows if it's your father or not. You know.
Um, I mean, come to Philly, bro. It's a lot of women who don't know who the father is, but
Everything about your mother because that's where you came from. That's your first home. That's your first origin. The black woman has always been considered God, even before the patriarch took over and started to actually make a male God. But it was never a male that was being God. It was always the woman. In Islam, it was the woman. In the Catholic Church, it was the woman. In ancient Egypt, it was the woman. In Samaria, Mesopotamia, Babylon, it was the woman. Phoenicia.
Okay, he asked him to biologically, he said scientifically, tell me why. And this dude went into like everything else but science. He went to everywhere else but science. Everywhere else. And I'm not saying what he's saying isn't valid in the terms of like biblically, biblically speaking, or I'm not saying that. I wouldn't even sit up here and do that. But he said scientifically, and this dude went everywhere else but science. Could you imagine if you got in your Uber and say, hey, your location is typed in and your address is typed in, he starts driving you to Jersey? And you be like, bro, what the fuck? My ad, that's not why I asked you to take me. Reek, you said his hairline messed up, Reek? It looked interesting though. Now that you said it, I wasn't even looking at it at first.
Was the woman. Chaldea was the woman. But if he doesn't know that, that means he's not reading. And I'm telling you, I'm trying to respond to the man, even to the point where if a woman is making up your whole total makeup and she's using her menstrual blood to do it within her womb, that's why you women don't bleed for 9 months. You literally coagulate a child in your womb. What does the man have to do with it? Is the man shooting blood in you, woman, or is he literally giving you his DNA via his sperm? So when you're actually making this baby in your womb, you're using your blood. That's why you don't bleed for 9 months. When that baby comes out, that is a product of its mother. So
him and science must be at war, bro. He must just don't think science exists. There's no way. There's no way. The child is a product of the mother and the father. It takes two. It takes. I don't understand why this is so hard. This is simple, right? Damn, Reek. Damn, Reek. I had to do him like that. It's not that hard, yo. Like, it takes mom and dad. I look just like my dad, but I know my mom was a part of the process. I know I had to be in that thing incubating, and I had to be in there, man. Like, I don't understand this guy. He makes no sense to me at all. Like, I don't understand him at all. Like, not even in the slightest. And I'm trying to be respectful. He ain't making no sense to me.
So the baby literally develops through life. As the baby develops through life, we get the puberty. That's when our body chemically starts to actually make the sperm in our body. But it came from our mother. Everything comes from your mother. You get it from your mother. Your mother is your God. Your father is not your God. The sperm in his body comes from his mother. Where do you think we got our body from? You didn't make this. You don't have nothing to do with your face. You don't have nothing to do with your head and none of that. Your mama gave that to you. She birthed you. How could you sit there and say that she's not your God? Your mother was God.
He's not. He is on the tangent of a lifetime, and didn't answer a single question.
Before you was taught about God, somebody had to tell you about God in order for you to believe them. Now in your mind, that's God. But what if your mother knew she was God? She would teach you about God. How can a man be a God when he cannot produce life? A man cannot sustain life. He does not have breast milk.
Got you. You done or are you still going?
No, go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm respectful. So if you want to go and respond, you can go.
Okay. So, I mean, everything you said was just nonsense. It didn't.
Bro, that, like he literally just didn't say anything. I swear on my life, he didn't say nothing. He did all this rhetoric, all of this like Like, and I'm like, bro, you didn't say one scientific fact. You just went all. Listen, Reek, I get it. We spiritual, man. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know, I know a lot of spiritual people. I'm in my Bible. You in your Quran. Like, we understand that there's a spiritual element. We know that. But a son, a daughter can't be made without a mom and a dad. This dude went on a whole tangent, and I don't know nothing he said, y'all. Nothing.
Make any sense. It didn't correlate to anything.
Which
It
part?
didn't
Which
one
part?
plus
Which
one
part?
didn't add up.
Or
You didn't
no?
have any rebuttal to it. You just started
Uh,
speaking nonsense. But let me ask you a
I
question.
have to force myself to speak
Does
because you won't
one
allow me to.
does one
You're
plus
asking
one
me
equal
another
two?
question. No,
Does
I
one
think
plus
it
one
equals
equal
one.
two?
No, one and one come together, they merge. That's one, right? I think
Plus
it
one
equals
equal
one
two. Does
because you won't
one
allow me to.
does one
You're
plus
asking
one
me
equal
another
two?
question. No,
Does
I
one
think
plus
it
one
equals
equal
one.
two?
No, one and one come together, they merge. That's one, right? Think about it,
Okay.
right?
God dang.
When
So
one and one
chat
come together,
proves
they
my
merge,
point. The
right?
nigga don't
What did he just say? Does one plus one equals two? And he said one and one come together and merge. Let's do this again, y'all.
know
Right.
what one
One
plus
and
one
one
equals.
merge, right?
He said that
One
one
and
and one
one, put it
merges.
together, they merge. One, right? If I
Oh,
come
god
together with a
dang.
woman, don't I go into that woman? Don't me
All
and that
right.
woman go into each other? Now we one. I got my dick, I am one. At the end of the day, what you
So you
mean
got a
one plus
watch
one
on your
equals
left
two?
hand. You got a watch on your left hand. If you
Right.
put if you put another watch on your
Mm.
left hand, will you have one watches or two watch?
They're on the same hand. It's just one watch if they put together. If you leave, they merge.
This nigga just say, y'all. This nigga just say, y'all. What he just say? What he just say? We gonna play that back.
Together. They're on the same.
Another watch, your left
Two.
hand. You got a watch on your left hand. If you
Right.
put if you put another watch on your
Mm.
left hand, will you have one watches or two watch?
They're on the same hand. It's just one watch if they put together. If you leave, they merge together. You see what I'm
Uh,
talking about? You want me to
if
have
you
two?
put the watch on
Right.
on a different hand, would you have
Right.
two watches on you?
I don't know. If you take a man wig off, then would you have be bald headed? I don't know, bro. We all got questions that they ask.
What the fuck? What is wrong with? Oh my god, yo, yo, yo. No, 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 nah, nah, bro. Nah, he trolling. This is a skit. Gotta be a skit.
How many shit? I mean, what you want to do? I don't
What?
know, bro.
I'm
Is we on
curious.
this build? Are we on this build or what? What we gonna do, bro?
This what
What
we're
we
gonna
gonna
do,
do?
because I'm actually curious. Because the last
Mm.
people I had on here, I had four other people that had your same points of view, right? And now let's change up the dialogue a little bit because I'm curious of knowing. I believe that you let me know if you don't believe that one plus one equals two, but let me know if this makes sense to you, and see if we can come to agreement on something. That's what I want to get here. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Influence creates thinking. Thinking creates behavior. Would you say that that's true?
Makes sense.
Okay, cool. I want to know this because I spoke with, you're the fifth person I had on the podcast now that believe that the black woman is God, right? So, since we know that, and you just confirmed that influence creates thinking and thinking creates behavior,
Mm.
you have this, your mind frame of how you think. I want to know what
It-
influenced you to think this way.
It's knowing versus belief. Everybody believes in God. I know God. You see what I'm saying? Knowing is being able to have logic, evidence, and reason. You know it, just like your past experiences. I know my mother. So before I learned how to talk, before I learned how to walk, before I had taught about my ABCs, before I was taught about anything, my mother was there. Somebody had to teach me, influence me, get me to think about a God that they wanted me to think about. But prior to that, my mother was my creator. So when you look at it, my mother was a black woman, and all black women are the manifestation of Mother Nature. I don't give a fuck about a book and what you read, bro. Go to nature and look at it. That is the
I
supreme
got
map
you.
of things.
Okay, so we go to nature and look at it. Just follow me, y'all. Let's go to nature and look at it. If we go to nature, nature includes murder. Nature includes grape. Oh, y'all didn't know. Some of y'all didn't know that. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you an example. Google dolphins mating. Google how dolphins mate. Google how they mate. So if we're going off nature, right? We're going off nature and nature only. No science. 1 + 1 don't equal 2 no more. It's a cross. It merges. It becomes a plus sign now, right? If we follow in nature, as this gentleman right here said, we would live in like a literal war zone. We would literally just be living in a war zone. That means when I get a thought to hurt somebody, I should just go do it. This dude right here oh my God, bro.
Everything
Clarence,
in nature
one
is telling
second.
you
Clarence, I seen that
you
you
don't have you
real
don't have
quick.
to stop me, bro. You don't have to stop me
No.
every
Someone
fucking
came
30
in the chat.
seconds.
Clarence,
he's not stopping him every 30 seconds, man. This dude he's talked long enough.
I
You
see you
don't
coming in
have to
here.
stop
Give it
me
2
every 30
seconds.
seconds,
I'll
bro.
add you
30
in after I
seconds.
have this discussion with him.
I get
Once
30
again,
seconds to speak. Like every
listen,
single
man.
time.
It's a
Is that what you
podcast,
feel?
and I had
You're
someone trying to
intimidated.
join the live
You're
stream.
intimidated, bro.
No,
That's
I
all
had
it
someone
is.
trying
You're
to join the live
intimidated.
stream.
You don't want to know.
This is crazy. So what just happened was someone tried to, and for all of you guys who do podcasts or watch podcasts, stuff like that, y'all know that like people try to join in and stuff like that. So the gentleman here on the left told the guy, "Hey, look, not right now. I'm in the midst of and the guy on the right is again, he ain't listening. He's talking about he's intimidated now.
No, you do this for content.
Intimidated?
At the end of yeah, you're intimidated. It's got to be.
Come
If
on,
I can
man.
sit there and listen to you and
Nah,
you
man.
can't listen to me,
I mean,
you
listen, bro.
told
We
us
could
about a pregnant male rat. You told
intimidate,
us
bro.
the science
I do
brought about a
debates with
pregnant
men
male
in
rat.
person. You could come here in person.
Come on, man.
No one's intimidated, bro. No
You
one's
gotta be.
no
It's
one
gotta be
feels like that.
something. Then
You could
why
have this
won't you let
discussion
me
in
speak the
person.
whole
The same way I'm
podcast?
conveying myself with you over here, it'll be
The
in
whole
person, and actually
podcast,
it'll be
bro.
more
Listen,
intense.
y'all.
We said that influence creates thinking, thinking creates behavior. You think that the black woman is God. I want to know what influenced you.
Looking for God.
Okay? Explain,
Oh, so if we got somewhere, let's see where he goes.
elaborate. What did you
Go
find
ahead.
that made you really think that the black woman is God?
My mother
Like
was in my
you
face the whole time. She was in my face the whole time, and I didn't realize that
okay.
that was God. So they told me that my mother, everything was outside of me. They told me that everything else was my mother. Everything else is God but your mother. And then you look at why they oppress every woman in religion. Christianity, their God says it's okay to rape a woman, defile a woman. Islam, they say it's okay to beat a woman. Allah is literally a lot. So they literally define everything in women. It's all about women oppression and for women not to realize that they are the true creators.
I gotta go do some more reading on religions because I'm not liking what he's saying right now. I gotta go do some more research, man.
That's why the patriarch took over. The patriarch literally took over the matriarch. The matriarch had always been in rulership. That's why they studied the goddess Hathor. They literally was with the queen of heaven in Jeremiah 44. They spoke about the goddess everywhere.
Got
Tuarat
you.
was the
I
first
have another
deity
question for
that
you
was
too.
ever worshipped. See, like I said, I get 30 seconds.
Oh no,
So
you
you don't
explained
really
it.
want
Now I
to do
have
this.
another
He didn't get 30 seconds, y'all. That was not 30 seconds at all.
question
Yeah,
for you.
see, I'm saying I wasn't done.
Oh,
That's what
you
I'm
have
saying.
more?
Let me know
Go.
how long I get. I mean, you just stopped me. You're gonna keep doing it, so go ahead.
I mean, it's
It's
you
okay.
explained
It's
all the way
okay.
down to
Go
how it
ahead,
went.
bro. Go ahead.
Got
Go
it.
ahead, bro. Go
So
ahead. Go ahead.
and also I'll just give you the rules of the podcast. So get used to it. So guess what? This is called order, right? Men create order. This is my platform, so there's a hierarchy to things. It's my rules, so if I set the rules and you follow the rules, right? When you have your own podcast and you invite me on, you set the
Right.
rules and I follow those rules. Life is in hierarchy. So I have a question for you.
So
You
then you
just
don't
said
want-
that
you
the
don't wanna hear it.
matriarchy. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Listen, you
Of course,
just
you
said
just
that
had a question for me.
you just said that the matriarchy was
Right.
taken over by the patriarchy. How can
Correct.
if the matriarchy is natural, right? It's a natural way of life. It's nature, right? You said the father doesn't come from nature, but the woman does come from nature. If that's the case, if the woman was first, You say that the woman is first. My question is, if the woman came first and you think the black woman is God, why is it that she's always being taken over by a man? Wouldn't
Who
you
said?
think? You just said that the
Okay,
patriarchy
okay. No,
always
no, no,
takes
no.
over the
I'll let you
matriarchy.
finish. I'll let you finish so I can speak. Go ahead.
That's my question. You just said that the patriarchy always
I
takes
know
over
what
the
I said.
matriarchy. How can you say and even think logically that the woman came first if she's not strong enough to defend for herself?
I don't even know where we're going at this point, but I don't even know where we're going.
Answer it now.
Well, I'll calm down a little bit. Now, let me answer. In regards to the patriarchy taking over the matriarchy, it had nothing to do with strength. You got to understand that's brute strength. So what it was the
God
son
dang.
turned against his mother. The son literally turned against his mother. So instead of being a protector, the son became the predator. And then Christianity and all of these other religions were created to teach men that they were higher than women. How do you think the oppression started, woman? They needed religious context to literally turn your man against you. You can look throughout all the religions
Did you
and you
ever
can
think
see
that the
where you were
woman,
governing.
that the
Can you
man is
shut
just
the
stronger
fuck
than a
up,
woman?
nigga?
Do you
God
ever just
damn,
think
bro.
that the man
This
is
nigga
just
on some
stronger
hoe
than a
shit.
woman
This
and
nigga
more
on some hoe
superior than a
shit,
woman?
man. You's a bitch, nigga. On
Did
my
you ever
mama,
think
you a
that?
bitch. Fuck
Say
wrong
that to
with
my
you, bro?
face, man. You
I
welcome
said
here. I
you's a
have you
bitch,
on.
nigga.
I
I
have
don't
you
give a
on.
fuck where you
I
at,
have
nigga.
you
I don't
on,
give a
bro.
fuck. Smash the shit out your
Listen,
pussy ass.
actually, here's what
You's
I'll
a
do
little
for you,
bitch,
because
man.
I've
Okay, yeah, this went left. This is going left. This is going left.
been waiting for someone
All
like
you
you.
do. Yeah, I'm right here.
I'll
I'm
send
right
you out
here. You's
here.
a bitch.
I'll send
Fuck you talking
you out
about?
here, right?
Man,
I'll
the
send
fuck
you out
out of
here.
here. What you Diddy now?
I'll
You
pay
Diddy?
for your ticket to
This
come
nigga
out
Diddy.
here. I'll pay
You know
for
what I'm
your
saying?
ticket to come
fuck
out here, and we can do this debate live in person.
Oh,
And
whatever.
I guarantee you won't have that energy in person. I guarantee you it. I had another man
All right,
talk
man.
crazy just like you, but in person, he wasn't speaking that crazy. It was a entirely different
Bro,
story.
you can tell
It was a
everybody in the
entirely
room can
different
see
story.
you a bitch, man. Everybody in the room can
Okay,
see you a
man.
little hoe, bro.
Now
You
you're
came to
making ad
play.
hominems. No
You
one
ain't
made
come.
ad
You ain't come to
hominems
have no
about you. This
motherfucker.
nigga looking like a
You ain't
fake Drake
come.
over here, man. This nigga looking
Fake
sweet as
Drake.
cheese.
This is getting nowhere now, y'all. This ain't even.
How you over here trying to act hard when you get your eyebrows done every day? This nigga looking sweet.
Hold up. They do look done.
This nigga sweet as pie with that little chain on. Nigga squinching his eyes. Nigga, what's in your eye? Why you keep squinching your eyes like that? Trying to have the light skin look. Yeah. Come on, bro. Calm down with all that, nigga. Let's have a regular discussion. You making that hominem attacks. I ain't making none on you. You made them
Bro,
first.
you a white,
So we can
you a
either
white
finish
boy,
this
man.
debate.
This dude a whole white boy, bro. Like,
This guy
the
said a
fuck
white.
What does this even mean? What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
White
come
boy.
from,
Just
man?
because
You is a
you
white
can't
boy. You can hear
articulate
how you
yourself,
talk.
just
Nigga
because
said
you
I look like
just
Drake.
because you
This
can't
motherfucker sitting
articulate
there.
yourself,
What the fuck is you talking
doesn't
about, man?
mean that I'm a
You
white boy
corny
because
ass
I can.
jokes.
That don't mean that, nigga. Chat is clowning you right
Oh
now.
my
But anyways,
God.
bro,
Yeah, all right.
here's what I'm saying, man.
You reading it. You
Everything that
going,
you
you
said is
going
all
off.
false because the
see it.
root of it, the cause of it is false. The man is superior than a woman.
Still
Why
here.
doesn't a matriarch?
Hold on. What the fuck? What did you just say?
I'm saying, man.
You reading it. You
Everything
going,
that you
you
said is
going
all
off.
false because the
see it.
root of it, the cause of it is false. The man is superior than a woman.
The man? No.
Still
Why
here.
doesn't a matriarchy
If the matriarchy will
ever
always
stood a
be in
test of time?
existence, it's just been hijacked by the patriarchy. You
How
women
can
still produce us.
how
Can you
can
just chill
men?
for a minute? Can you give me a little bit so I can talk to people to get them to understand where
No,
I'm
no,
coming
no, no,
from?
no,
Can
no,
you
no,
just
no.
be
It ain't
quiet
going
for a
like
second?
that. That isn't
How
how this
does it
goes, bro.
go?
Because you're not
How does it
answering
go? Explain
questions,
it to me.
bro. You're not
I'm
answering
tired of your
questions.
questions. Just let me speak for
Listen,
a
man.
minute,
If
bro.
you tired of the questions, then you can hop off
I'm
the
just
stream,
saying
bro.
though.
You just
Of
speaking
course, because you're
nonsense
getting
right now,
frustrated. Like I said, you're intimidated. For you not to let
nigga.
me talk, but I'm over here is
Nigga, you
really
look like a
crazy as
broke
hell.
Drake, nigga. Who
I
intimidated
know, bro.
by
You
you,
said
nigga?
that. You said that already. You said that
No,
already.
no
You
one
said
said
that
broke.
already.
That was
Yeah,
different.
okay.
See, you can't
You added
listen. You don't
broke to
have
that.
good active listening
Corny
skills,
ass
buddy.
shit, man.
You don't
Corny.
have good
What,
active listening
yeah,
skills.
look at,
Low
bro. You got a
IQ.
man wig on.
Low
You got a
IQ,
man
man.
wig on, and you talking about Drake, man.
This nigga said
Like
a man
fucking
wig,
look at
bro.
you.
My hair
I
is
don't know
just
what the
long,
fuck.
man.
This is at this point, we're not getting much out of this. At this point, I want to see if this gets redirected, but There's 3 minutes left, so I don't think it is, but that's it.
Just
Okay,
long.
well,
I
line
have
that
good
shit
hair,
up.
bro.
Mind your shit up.
Yeah, yeah.
Mind your
It's
shit
all
up. You
good.
see that shit?
Look at your
Whack ass
headline,
shit.
buddy.
You sitting there, look at it. It's lined
Look,
up, nigga.
now
What the
your
fuck is
junk
wrong
is
with your
crooked.
shit?
Your junk leaning over here, bruh.
All right, bro.
Your
All
junk,
right, all right.
your junk
Okay,
tilted.
that's what we're getting into.
Anyways, so
Intimidation
like I
at its
said, there's a
finest.
hierarchy. You
You
started
don't
the
want
ad
me to
hominems.
talk.
I
You don't
didn't
want me to
start the ad
speak. You don't
hominems.
want me to speak.
But here's what it is. It's a hierarchy to things. So if you don't want to follow the
Nah,
orders, you can hop
you
off the
don't
stream
want
or I'll
nobody
kick
to
you off the
talk,
stream.
though. I don't understand. Man, you's a
No, no.
bitch anyway, nigga. You didn't want to do nothing anyway. You got your
Yo,
ass murdered over here. You
come
got your ass
over.
murdered
No,
over here.
I
You
mean,
can't fuck with
you
me,
believe
so
that
you
1 +
upset.
1
You
doesn't
mad.
equal 2.
You call it whatever.
And
You
I've
asking
already
the
said
fucking
we could have
questions.
this live stream
You
in
asking the
person.
conversation. Man,
And
straight,
I
man,
trust
come
you
on,
in
man. You's a
person,
clown. You's a
you wouldn't
clown.
have this energy.
Bro,
I'll
I would
literally
beat the
fly you
fuck
out.
out you, man. Y'all
I'll
beat
come
the
out.
Okay, I don't think nothing's coming out of this. Listen, y'all. The wave of like saying men are superior to women or women are superior to men, that whole wave needs to stop, y'all. Like we just need to get to a point where we recognize that we need women and we need men, and that without either party, there will be no more babies being born. That's just, I mean, I think that's just the end all and be all to it. I don't even think what I just said was all that graphic and all that detailed and all that deep. I think that's just basic facts. You need men and you need women. How are we at a point now where we're saying men are superior, women or women are? Why are we saying either? Like, listen, there are things that I believe women do better than men, and that men do better than women. That's just a part of life. There's things that on an average basis, one does a little bit better than the other. We have more women nurses because I believe women are better nurturers, right? Men have all the athletic stats for the most part for most like 90% of sports because men, in terms of physical ability, speed, jumping, all those things, are more athletic and more powerful than women, right? I don't. What are we doing all this for? You need both. We need both. And these two dudes up here talking about fighting. These are two grown ass men. I know they both older than me. I can tell you that right now. I can look at that. They both older than me. They two grown ass men online talking about fighting. This don't even make sense to me, man. This don't even make sense, bro. Like this is. It got to a point. This thing ain't even. It's not even productive. The conversation ain't even productive. We're not gaining nothing from this dialogue no more. It's done. Shit's sad, man. Let me see if anything happens. Let me see. Let me see if they restructure it and get back on point.
the fuck
Yo,
out you, bro. I'm
I'll
not
bring
no
you out
Diddy,
here, bro.
bro. I'm not your little
Listen,
boy. I'm not
I'll
your little
bring you
toy.
out here.
You're talking.
I'll bring
You're
you out
just
here.
talking. We're talking
Do you take
on
my
a fucking
offer? I'll
platform.
actually
We're
offer you.
having
So
a
this is what men. This is what
conversation.
men
It's a
do.
debate, and
This is
you
what men do.
scared.
Because
You
let's
scared
see
to
if
have
you're
the
really men of your
conversation.
word. Men are men of their word. So here's my word. Here's my word. I'll fly you out here and we can have this debate in person. I'll put it on my word. If you really want to come out here, I'll fly you out here and we can do it in person. And after that, we could box. How about that? Let's do it. If you really feeling that, if you really feeling froggy, nigga, leap. I'll send you out here. I'll put that on my word.
All right.
And we got hundreds of people in here. No. You want to approve to that offer? If not, then shut up, nigga, and pay attention to the hierarchy. Here's the rules. So I'm going to ask you
More rules.
questions and then.
All right, yeah, we out. I'm not listening to more. But I want to see what's his name, King Knowledge 20, right? Let's see. I want to see how big I want to see how big his following is. There he is. So, what is all this? The fuck? I'm seeing all these pages. Yeah, I don't. Where's his following at? What the hell? This him? I mean, if y'all know what his page at and all that, let me know. But I don't see nothing. But that's my quick reaction. I'm gonna upload this to my YouTube channel. Yeah, that was a terrible debate. That was awful. That was like That was top tier awful. I'll be back on